I'm Maryann von Roth, and today I'm going to be talking to Michael Ricciardone. And I might have said that a little bit wrong. He can correct me.
No, that's
And
fine.
he's the owner of Salon St. John at 3023 JFK Boulevard in Jersey City in the Journal Square area. So first of all, Richard, can you talk a little bit about your background? How you got into this business, where you came from?
Well, I was born in Italy. And I came here at the age of 16. I landed in Jersey City, and I'm still here. Okay? I did many different types of jobs, to earn a living until I find my vocation to become a hairdresser. Because I always wanted to do something artistically, and I felt that was the right thing for me to do. And I went to school and I learned the trade, and I've been doing hairdressing for the past 51 years. And I'm on Kennedy Boulevard that many years. I have not left the area, and I'm still here, right across from St. John's Church, and the rest is history.
And you also told me at one point that you were president of the Cosmetology
Association.
Association.
Yes,
Could you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, Cosmetology Association of the state of New Jersey. It's the association that every hairdresser belonged at the time. Unfortunately, it's disbanded now. And the association was very important to our profession because we had a voice in Washington. And it was not only New Jersey, but all the 50 states were involved. And I went to many national conventions and on behalf of the profession. And like I said, we had a voice in Washington because we felt that the union was not beneficial to our profession. Because it's the type of profession that. The people have to be dedicated, and if the customer's not pleased, then they're going to come back.
So describe your business a little bit. This is a full service.
It's a full service salon, and we don't discriminate against anybody of race or creed, and we service from 1 year old to 99. So, and men and women, and we do all kinds of. From pedicure to manicure, haircuts, facial, and all sorts of chemical work.
Okay. You had talked about your work helping people who have had cancer.
Yes.
Could you talk about that a bit?
Yes. The Cosmetology Association, again, it was very instrumental in creating a program that benefited the women that went through chemotherapy. Because you know as well as I do that when you go through chemo, a lot of ladies lose their hair due to the medication, and it's very important to groom them and to make them confident. And I always tell them that although it's traumatic, but it's mostly temporary because the hair sooner or later comes back. And. So we had programs all over the state, and the program was introduced throughout the country. And it's really very close to my heart, this program, because I feel that I've brought a lot of smiles to people's faces.
Well, I think that's very important for someone who has had cancer, who's looking for a salon, to know that they're going somewhere where they're very welcome and will be made to feel comfortable.
Yeah, so right now I do it in my salon, and I do it on an individual basis, The word is still around, that I do that kind of work, and I get many calls.
What motivates you? What makes you feel like getting up every morning and coming into work?
What motivates, first of all, I love my profession, and also I love people. I love to be with people, I love to talk to people. I like to talk to the news of the day. I'd like to discuss theater, what they do, what they don't do, And I usually get involved in their wedding plans and everything like that.
Now, you live in this area.
Yes, very
and
close
you have
by.
all along.
Yes.
And there's been so many changes. Can you talk a little bit about how you feel about all the changes going on?
Well, as far as the changes are concerned, some are good, some are for the good, and some are for the bad. And what I mean, the good is that I'm very happy to see to live in such a city. It's very versatile with the all walks of life. You know, from all the parts of the world. And one of the other thing is that you know, there's a lot of ethnic groups that many times they don't like to assimilate. You know, they rather be with their own, and I find that very sad. You know, because I feel that if you come to this country, you want to live here, you want to earn your living here, you have to assimilate with the other people.
And that does happen eventually, whether you fight it
yeah,
or not.
it happens eventually. It does not happen right away, but it's going to take years before you break that mold. You know.
So, with all the changes in this restaurant, you're Italian, of course. There were a couple of Italian restaurants; they're gone. But there must be a couple that you can recommend or talk about.
The only one around here is Renato, essentially, which is quite good.
Yes.
Of course, I miss my favorite Casadante.
Me too.
I live within walking distance. So every time I went, I could have an extra martini because I didn't have to drive.
And there's now that we live in this area, though, as you have pointed out, there's some excellent Indian restaurants.
Yes. If you go down the Indian Square, which is North Avenue, they're wonderful restaurants. And if you like to try Indian food, that's the place to go.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you know there's a variety of all different kinds and all different prices.
And it's authentic.
It's very authentic. Yes,
Yes,
especially if you like spicy food, that's the place to go.
Is there anything else that you want to tell people about yourself or this business? And then we'll take a little walk around and people can see.
It's just that this business. It brought me a lot of pleasure. I met some wonderful people that became very close friends, and we're friends enough that I went to their wedding, I went to their children's christening, and so on and so forth. So I feel very fortunate. Again, you have to like people in order to be successful in this type of business.
Okay. Well, you know what I think we're going to do now is we'll take a little walk around.
The dryers, which not too many of them are used these days because it's more or less, you know, when the cut and blow dry. And
Right.
Occasionally we do use the dryers.
And
And this is the shampoo areas in the back here. And you're the sinks and what we do have a private room downstairs for facials, waxing and all that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, this is the reception area, and I have a TV going on the whole day, enough for people to enjoy it. And I think it's pleasant. I always serve coffee and sometimes refreshments. You're free to call when to check on deals, and of course, every week, you know, it's sort of a special. But it's best if you call and find out which. Sometimes it's 10, sometimes it's haircut, sometimes it's a permanent.
Okay. Well, thank you. This is Maryann von Roth. First of all, thank you, Michael, for letting us visit you today. Also, I'm a real estate agent in Jersey City with Keller Williams. Please call me with any questions you may have about real estate. Thank you very much. Bye.